Bitcoin and cryptocurrency investing. Learn the most profitable strategies to invest in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, decentralized finance, and NFTs. Written by John Patterson, narrated by Jim Rising. Part 1. The Origins of Bitcoin. Chapter 1. The Origin of Bitcoin. To understand Bitcoin, it is necessary to start from the reason for its creation. This is because, unlike the more well-known legal tender currencies, Bitcoin was born to respond to a problem and deal with a specific situation, the financial crisis of 2008. Referred to as the worst economic disaster since the Great Depression in America, the 2008 financial crisis devastated the world economy. This has led to falling property prices and a sharp rise in unemployment. The repercussions associated with this event were enormous and still affect financial systems today. In the U.S., over 8 million citizens have lost their jobs. Some 2.5 million businesses have gone bankrupt, and nearly 4 million properties have been foreclosed in less than 2 years. The actual cause of the 2008 financial crisis is very complex to track down. The U.S. real estate market started a chain reaction. Essentially, financial institutions had been granting loans and mortgages to people unable to repay their debts for years, which led to a tipping point where banks had no more money to lend. The symbolic event of this crisis was the bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers, which had a paralyzing effect on the American and European economies. The recession officially ended in 2009, when the Federal Reserve intervened. Within 3 years, the Fed had placed $3 trillion on the market. In Europe, in the same period, the ECB injected about 500 billion euros into the market to allow financial institutions and banks to face the crisis. Many continued to suffer from the incident for a long time, especially in the United States. For example, the unemployment rate reached 10% in 2009 and was only brought back to pre-crisis levels in 2016. Furthermore, the bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers, which appeared to be one of the most important financial companies in the world, made public opinion aware of the potential criticalities of the banks. Although a decade has passed since the financial crisis, there are still concerns about the future. This is because, despite having been patched, no substantial changes have been made to the system to prevent similar scenarios from being repeated. As a result, high-risk loans are still being granted today. Although default rates are lower than in 2008, the situation could change very quickly in the event of unexpected events. After all, the effects of this recession are still alive, and the global economic recovery has been relatively weak by historical standards, especially after the past 2 years. And it is precisely in this climate of instability that Bitcoin is born. A few weeks after the U.S. government initiated this hyper-monetization process, a person, or a group of people as far as we know, under the pseudonym of Satoshi Nakamoto, anonymously posted a document on the Internet describing a new digital payment system called Bitcoin. In the creation of the Bitcoin network, Satoshi Nakamoto integrated many ideas already present in the cyberpunk community, a group of privacy activists who sought to challenge mass surveillance and the abuse of public power. A few months later, Satoshi Nakamoto launched the Bitcoin network, officially kicking off this phenomenon. So, let's try to understand a little more about this fascinating character. Chapter 2. Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto is essential to the Bitcoin ecosystem because he was the founder of the network. In a sense, he is a mythological figure and is often cited by Bitcoin supporters as an example of freedom and creative genius. Despite numerous efforts to discover his identity, who Satoshi Nakamoto is, to this day, remains a mystery. Over the years, suspicions have fallen on several people. Nobody has been able to prove who is the creator of Bitcoin. Among the most eligible candidates are Dorian Nakamoto, Craig White, and Nick Szabo. Dorian Nakamoto. In March 2014, Newsweek
Sample complete. Ready to continue?